Void. I'm agitated crane, and according to my calculations, and mainly Wobhead, War Within should have already started. I slept for 8 hours, so hopefully any queues or issues were resolved by now, and hopefully the initial swarm of the crazy tryhard people has subsided a little bit, and there is going to be some free space for us to explore the expansion. I did not check anything regarding War Within. Well, okay, that's not true. I did look at the models, so some of the new models, because that's like porn for me apparently. And I did watch the shorts that they released about the Spider Queen and Alleria. I haven't read short stories because honestly Warcraft writing has been meh, so I didn't really I considered it like a spoilers, but it probably wasn't supposed to be like spoilers. It was supposed to prepare me for the expansion, but whatever, here we are. What are my expectations from the expansion? Well, I expect it to be gay, and that's about it. So Warcraft has been going downhill for a while now. They dragged out Metzen out of the retirement, and during BlizzCon, when War Within and the whole Worldsoul Saga was announced, there was hype, right? There was hype because Metzen is a beloved person. He arguably made Warcraft what it is. The problem is that even Metzen, when he went on stage, he said, lower your expectations. Now he said it about the cinematic, which I understand. It was like, it wasn't hype cinematic, let's put it that way. But even more recently, like I've seen some interview with him where he said, oh, well, you know, I started working again, but now the company changed. And if you read between the lines, he basically says that it's gonna be gay. I tried, but there is no change in it. Here we are. So I don't expect Metzen to have too much power in modern Blizzard. We will still see the Kwisatz Haderach of diversity, the black chick that looks like an orc, that identifies as an elf, that has one hand missing and is probably a lesbian. So yeah, we'll still have that, but I'm hoping that I don't even want to say that writing improves, because I don't feel like Metzen is a writer, because they did hire Christy Golden at some point, which honestly I haven't read any of her stuff. I don't know how good she is. I just know that she was fired recently, and when I started looking into when her writing started, it's kind of hard to not connect her to the bad writing. But it's the Warcraft story is a team effort, you know. So it's not just that some of her stories were meh, it was in general. And Madsen, I don't think he's a writer, I think he's like an idea man. So I'm hoping that at least the theme of the expansion, let's put it that way, is going to be interesting. Xal'atath, or whatever her name is, she seems to be an interesting villain so far. I don't even know why, but I guess just the fact that we've seen her before act kinda shady is already putting her miles over over Jailer, over Sylvanas, who was completely assassinated, over who else was there? Over whoever was the villain of the Dragonflight. So yeah, and then also the setting of the expansion. We have Nerubians, which I find interesting. We have dwarves, which are, how should I put it? Dwarves feel like a vanilla fantasy, you know. So unless they are gonna make them all gay, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be dwarves, you know. The Arati is something that I'm most excited for, because they seem to be those fanatical light guys that we were waiting for to arrive from Draenor, but turns out we actually have them on Azeroth, on some distant yet hidden continent on the other side of the world or something, and it's half-elves that moved there like ages ago. It's interesting. I have high hopes for it. So that's like the three main stories, and I wonder if this expansion is going to be expanding on zones, and well, I mean previous expansions were expanding on zones as well, but I have high expectations for that too. If you look at the pattern of good bad expansion, the expansions that I would consider good, meaning Legion, I would put Battle for Azeroth there as well, actually, because thematically I consider it good expansion. So if you look at those two, in Legion we went to Argus, which was like a completely new setting. Well, it was different from Broken Isles, right? And then in Battle for Azeroth we went to Najatar, which was cool, and then we also went to the Gnome Island, which I haven't even played, so I have no clue if it was good or not. But thematically, it did not feel it did not fit anything regarding Battle for Azeroth, right? So in War Within, I'm hoping that the zones that they will add are going to be also like not fitting with the starting team. So what I'm hoping for is maybe like even Karesh, for example, right? Or something something like All Gods related or something with those dire trolls, because those dire, they are not dire trolls, they are like dire elves, they are like troll elves. I think they are called Hirohir, something like that. Haronir. Because so far I think those Haronir, they are going to appear in some zones, but I don't think they actually have like a proper storyline. I'm not sure. As I said, I tried to avoid spoilers. Sorry, it's a morning. What basically happened is when the expansion was announced, there was very little information. Then when the first beta or alpha build went live, I checked on the new models, because that's what I like to do, look at the new models. I also listened to some music, not much though, and yeah, that's it. I guess I expect Dalaran to be destroyed. That's kinda unavoidable spoiler, I guess, and that's what the theme of the pre-event kinda was. The theme was the fucking echoes, which was terrible, but I grinded through it, I unlocked everything. But the gear you were getting was named like Defender of Dalaran, so I guess we will now have the Siege of Dalaran. The Dalaran will be destroyed, and I expect Khadgar to die. I wouldn't say Khadgar is like my favorite character, but he is like an old guard, like one of the older characters. I think he was here from the beginning, right? Because well, I haven't played Warcraft 1 and 2, so that's like a blasphemy on my part. I played from Warcraft 3 onwards, but in Warcraft 1, I believe that was the invasion of the Horde, right? And so Medivh opened the Dark Portal, and Khadgar was Medivh's apprentice at the time, so I expect that he was there. And then wasn't the ending of the first game Khadgar, Alleria, and Thrall going through the Dark Portal and closing it from that side? I think that was the case, right? I think Warcraft 2 was something different. But anyway, yeah. So Khadgar is an old guy. And I kinda get it, you know. As Iron Man said, part of the journey is the end, and so I'm kind of fine with it. It's not like he's my favorite character. He's the reason why I play. That's not the case. It's just that who do we have, right? I feel like at this point we can count good characters that Warcraft has left on one hand, and Khadgar so far hasn't been assassinated, I think. As I said, I'm not like a huge fan. But he seems to be unoffensively good. So I'm kinda sad to see him go. Anyway, maybe he will survive somehow. Maybe he will be in a coma for 3 expansions and then make a grand return at the end of the expansion, because after all, he is the current Guardian of Azeroth, right? Or whatever his title is, Guardian of Tirisfal, something like that. But then again, if he dies, and the next expansion is Midnight and it's supposed to take us back to Eastern Kingdoms, maybe we will learn why we needed Guardian of the Tirisfal and why there is a problem that he's gone. Anyway, let's jump into it. I played this character and I think the request for the destruction of Dalaran happened before the launch of the expansion. So we may... I think I already got like a notification from Thrall, but anyway, let's jump into it. Okay, looks like game servers are up. That's good. Looks like we are loading. I'm just realizing I should have made like a bingo card of diversity. Or not even like a diversity, but the modern culture, let's put it that way. Right, so I'm going to be playing this character. He's my paladin. I leveled him up through the pre-event, so I'm not sure I can play him correctly, but paladins are notoriously one of the easier characters to play. And initially I wanted to play a dwarf, but I haven't leveled up one. I could have. I had the chance, but I decided to level up that dwarf through standard leveling and record it, and instead go with elf paladin for the Worldsoul Saga, because that's I expect that's what's going to be relevant. We have Arati, who are half elves, and light fanatics. We have the whole of this trilogy of expansions is going to be tied around the void. Midnight, they were promising to be revolving around elves, so thematically I think this guy fits better. I do want to apologize in advance because I think paladin is like the basic bitch class that everyone plays, but yeah, it's not like I have more interesting choices, you know. Other soloable classes are like what? Druid, and Shaman. Demon Hunter, I guess, now. Other classes, I think they don't perform that well in solo content. You need a friend there. Well, I mean, that... people will get upset with me saying that, but... Anyway, so Thrall contacted us, and he said... There is a vision being seen across Azeroth. A radiant song. We believe it's a warning, but we are unsure of its meaning. Meet me in Silithus. We must ask Azeroth's speaker what this vision means. Oh, so we are gonna speak with Magni. Let's teleport to Silithus. Oh my god.
Vision. You saw it too.
They're growing stronger.
I did not see it. This fucking swarm. And I know that this is not too many people. What the fucking hell, I can't even see. Look, this is Papa Troll new model. I love it because this is like the old armor. He has a little bit gray in his facet. He looks good. Jaina, I think. Where the fuck is he? Is she here? Sorry. I think this is her model from Battle for Azeroth, which is a good model. I like it. And then, of course, we have random people surrounding us. Anyway, Thrall, talk with me.
Well met.
Never before has Azeroth called out so strongly to us, and despite the radiance of those visions, I fear that there is a dark reason for them.
Yeah.
Remind me of the events so far. Yeah, so I don't know what this movie is going to be. I am surprised that... Did I see it? Why did it not play anything to me?
From the moment the Dark Titan
Oh,
Sargeras
it's
plunged his
previously
colossal blade into our world,
in Warcraft.
crucial events were set in motion. Magni Bronzebeard heard the cries of Azeroth, giving up everything to answer her call.
Since being wounded by the Mad Titan, Azeroth has been crying out in pain.
As her dutiful speaker, he rallied the champions to her aid, and ultimately to confront the return of the old god, N'Zoth. It was during this conflict that Xal'atath, a mysterious entity of the Void, made a deal with N'Zoth, freeing her from the cursed blade that bound her essence within.
Honor our bargain. Free me to find my own fate.
After she vanished into the darkness, N'Zoth was confronted by the mortal champions and destroyed, ending the
So
old
fucking
god's
stupid.
reign of terror. But they were not the
And
only
disappointing.
malevolent force with its eyes set on Azeroth. For soon, the sky was sundered, the Shadowlands split open, and our heroes were pulled into the realm of death itself.
Go, champion! Go!
It was there that Anduin Wrynn endured the worst. Captured, tortured, and through dark domination magics, forced to commit terrible acts against his will.
I'm afraid.
I hate
that
what
if I
they
call
did
on
with
the light,
Anduin.
It won't answer.
Scarred and shaken by his experience, he vanished, his whereabouts unknown. After the threat of the Shadowlands had been quelled, the dragons of Azeroth returned to their ancestral homeland. It was here that the primal dragon, Iridikron, broke free of his prison, and in pursuit of vengeance upon the Titans who he felt had stolen our world, he secured an ancient, powerful artifact, the Dark Heart.
When the Titans come to reclaim their prize, I will be waiting.
As word of this new threat started to spread, people began experiencing strange visions.
Oh, this is so jarring.
The Radiant Song.
To put
Heard all across Azeroth.
that CGI into
Doesn't know what to make of it.
together with
It
in-game
was then
cinematics.
that Illyria Windrunner, a deadly huntress who had harnessed the powers of the Void as a weapon against the darkness, was summoned to investigate.
We still don't know what this Dark Heart relic is capable of, but we do know it's in the hands of someone called the Harbinger.
That
It
cinematic,
was
by the
not
way.
long before Illyria discovered the Harbinger's true identity. Xal'atath, the mysterious figure, was once again on the move. While neither Xal'atath nor the Dark Heart could be found, her mentor, the enigmatic Locust Walker, issued Illyria a dire warning.
The radiant visions you spoke of are the very same my people had before our world was consumed by the Void Lord Dimensius.
Could Xal'atath be seeking that same fate for Azeroth?
You must find a way to stop her. If you cannot, then Azeroth is already doomed.
So that cinematic with, or I guess that part of cinematic with Alleria, I just realized that we haven't played through that. And well, I guess it was still part of the dragon fight, and that's why we are not gonna play through it. So instead, oh, that's actually a nice character. Who is he? A regular orc? Looks kinda cool. Anyway, so yeah, so we're not gonna play through that apparently. I also want to comment on Darkheart. So it looks very similar to regular Heart of Azeroth that we had, but then what's the point, right? Does Azeroth have two hearts? That doesn't make sense, right? If oh my god. Does that Dark Heart belong to Kresh, maybe? Because Kresh was destroyed by Void, we know that, and we suspect that Xal'atath was there as well on Kresh, because they also had the Harbinger, they also had those visions. We suspect that visions are tied to Xal'atath, so I think maybe she brought that Dark Heart with her, but then she got imprisoned, or there was some drama, I don't know. And also she's not supposed to be old god, right? So she's what exactly? Because I feel like if she was Void related, she would be higher in the hierarchy than old gods. But it seems like she was making a deal with them, like if she's like a side grade or even like beneath them. So yeah, interesting stuff.
Loktar for Azeroth.
We are all here. Good. Let's find out what the Radiant Song is trying to tell us.
Together, we are strong.
Poor reception. There is strong evidence that the Radiant Song is warning from Azeroth herself, a cry for help. That's why we are here. If this vision truly is Azeroth's message, Magni will know what she is trying to tell us. It should be in the Chamber of the Heart. Let's go.
Together, let's hope Magni has some answers.
I hear no one's seen him for a few years.
He'll be there. He has to be.
Alright. There is also Anduin somewhere. Oh my god. The poor guy is so crowded we can't even see him. Oh wow. Oh well, I guess he will have question mark if we need to speak with him. I guess those assholes are standing on him, right? That would make sense that they are standing like in a circle. Fucking hell. Other players. Why not make this like a scenario and remove all those players? Every story bit should be single playerable. So you don't have this. Oh, fucking hell. Anyway, Chamber of the Heart. Ooh, new loading screen.
We've been trying to
If this
Oh my
is
god.
about the visions, I'm nae interested. Leave me alone.
Look at this. Oh my god.
Needs its speaker, and so do we.
Okay, guys, can you at least T-pose? That would be better. And they put people here as well, for fuck. Oh my god.
Dalaran.
Jaina, what do you have to say?
Another home lost to war.
Locus Walker told us that the people of his homeworld once received a vision not unlike the Radiant Song, and then Karesh fell to shadow. By the time the Ethereals realized their world was warning them of the coming danger, it was already too late. We cannot allow the same thing to happen on Azeroth.
We all have our ghosts.
It seems destiny has brought us all here. They call it the Radiant Song, and it fills me with dread. What could it be warning us of? I've heard that King of Stormwind has long been missing. Anduin smiles wearily. Missing, you put it so nicely. I ran from my kingdom, from the Alliance, from myself, but I was sent this vision for a reason. I can't run, not from this. My guy, I feel so bad for you.
We have lost so many.
I even have like... I'm split on whether the story, what they are trying to do with him, is good or not. At one hand, there is like some kind of drama happening. There is some story happening with him, which is like more than what we had with other Alliance characters. But I don't really like what they are doing with him. So, yeah.
Dromkar, let honor guide you.
Magni, what do you have to say? I know where you... Nah, I guess I can't do dwarf today. I know why you're here. It's the visions, Azeroth's voice, heard all across the lands. You thought it would know what she's trying to tell us? You thought I would know? Well, you thought wrong. He's upset. Why are you upset, Magni, my boy?
Off with you.
I haven't spoken with Azeroth for years. At first I just didn't feel the need. Then I realized I had started to resent her for leaving me like this. And now I'm not sure if I can. But I know the stakes. This radiant song of hers foretells something dire. And we need to know that. Know what? First we need to prepare the heart chamber. Can you start up the consoles nearby? Okay.
Always more work to be done.
I will press 3 bare asses. No problem.
Speaker of Azeroth. She hasn't been speaking to me. After all I gave, she left me like this, unable to feel the warmth of my kin's embrace.
Curse of Flesh, right? That's something in Warcraft lore, and too long didn't read version is that dwarves started as stone, as earthen, as we will see, and then due to old god machinations, they became fleshy. There you go. So when he got upgraded to diamond form, I feel like that's even further. So he, first of all, he got cured of the Curse of Flesh. And then he also got upgraded from regular stone, or earthen, right, to diamond form. So technically that's like a huge honor for a dwarf. So it's, I kinda get why he is upset, but I'm not sure it's too relevant.
So, let's be clear. I'm doing this for all of you, not for her.
Yeah, this is weird. I feel like he would still have some reverence for Azeroth. But it's true that I haven't really finished Battle for Azeroth. I kinda did, but I kinda didn't. I haven't really played through Shadowlands or Dragonflight, so I don't really know what's going on with Magni. Maybe it makes sense. To me it doesn't.
I got no counsel for you.
This will be a struggle. I'm a bit rusty with the whole speaking with the soul of our world thing, but the ritual is prepared and that's that, I suppose. I'll try speaking with her, though I warn you, champion, it might be for the last time. Are you ready? Yes, let's begin. Ooh, cinematic.
Speak to me! What are you trying to tell us? I can hear her voice! I can see it! The place she's calling us to!
Where, Magni? Where must we go?
Do you know the way?
Called!
Magni!
He's alive, but barely.
How can you tell? Ah, here he is. Magni. Can I not even target him? Okay, this has never happened before. Magni is the speaker of Azeroth. Why would communing with her cause him to collapse? Thrall, do you have anything new? Perhaps we took Magni powers for granted all this time. Communing with the elements is dangerous enough, but to commune with an entire world, I only hope he recovers quickly.
Together.
Magni's wounds are beyond my knowledge. We need to consult the mages of Dalaran. Oh my
Who is
god.
calling for help?
I will never forget.
Magni appears stable for now, but he is still not responsive. We need to get him treatment quickly. I will open a portal to Dalaran. Follow us when you can.
Control your power. Hopefully we can revive him. Meet us in Dalaran when you're able.
This seems petty to comment on, but did she cast animation to cast portal? And why did it appear there and not here where they stood? Well, whatever. They were T-posing just a little bit ago, so let's take what we can, I guess.
He tried to commune directly with Azeroth. It seems the strain was too much.
Da, what have you done to yourself this time?
Did we just port in the middle of the conversation?
I will not lose my friends again.
Magni will recover, he must, and not just because he is a dear friend. We need to learn what Azeroth told him before it's too late.
Xal'atath will face the might of the Alliance.
Oh, we already know about Xal'atath. I don't believe we should blame Azeroth for this outcome. Magni knew the risks hope connecting with her and with such reluctance in his heart. Now we can only hope that he was able to hear her message in the end.
For Azeroth.
Magni is stable for now, but I don't know how long it will take for him to recover. At least he is with family.
Forgiven.
Family. So far we have only Moira here, but we happen to know that another person is going to join.
Have you heard anything I need to know?
Father, what have you gotten yourself into this time? You can't leave us like this. Please be alright, you old good. Tell me more about yourself. Moira Thaurissan, Queen Regent of the Dark Irons. I represent my clan in the Council of Three Hammers. I also happen to be the Magni's daughter. Some will say I betrayed Ironforge by marrying the Emperor of their greatest enemies. However, the current circumstance speaks for itself. The dwarf clans now live in peace as equals, and I can assure you that it was my efforts that made that possible. That's actually... okay.
We will survive.
Khadgar, what is your last quest for us?
Let's get to work.
Troubling times lie ahead, but don't they always? At least we can face them together. Why is everyone offering me to play previously on World of Warcraft?
Be mindful of your duty.
I'm unsure why the Speaker of Azeroth would end up in such a state after attempting to, well, speak with Azeroth. All we can do is wait for Magni to recover.
Always happy to help.
Best mind your manners in the presence of a queen. If you hear anything of note, let me know.
Moira takes a deep, centering breath. We need to let Bran and my son Dagran know what happened. They are at the Dalaran Visitor Center. Could you go get them for me? Father needs his family right now. So Bran is his brother, right? And Dagran is son of Moira. So he's... what would you even call it? Half Dark Iron, I guess?
Oh, you'll likely find Dagran with his nose in a book. It's why he insisted we come to Dalaran.
Let's stay a while and listen.
You may take... Now, listen, you old coot. I know you always meant right by me. You didn't know that I chose to stay with the Dark Irons. That Dagran and I were in love. Whatever your intentions were, my husband died. Because of you. I hated you for taking him from me. My anger built a wall neither of us could ever get through. And now, we may never get the chance. But my son, my little Dagran, he needs you. I guess so do I. Loath as I am to admit it. You were never the best father. But you can still be a good granda. So please, wake up.
Guys, I'm sorry I have to take a break, so we will continue with this story a bit later. Subscribe to my OnlyFans. Goodbye.